We are pleased to be here, and we want to be able to connect with you about co-creating with your thoughts and co-creating with your desires and co-creating with the universe and the energy of all that is, and how to do that and why do that. And we know that many of you are considering a new way of being, in that there is transition going on with many of you. And what we feel around all of this is that there is a transition, and has been happening for human beings, especially for, again, transitioning to new ways of communicating, new ways of being, which requires more of the telepathic and empathetic wavelengths to be able to connect with all of the light beings, all of the heartstrings that you're pulling every time that you co-create with each other. And oftentimes when you are dreaming or when you are sleeping, what is happening is you are resetting the energy grid of who you are connecting with and how you are connecting your thought forms and your wavelengths and also your heartstrings. And it can all be called the same thing. It is a connection. It is a connection to the spiral that you are on this journey of life that you have selected to be here with. And you have been through many of these transitions. And one calming thing that we can say around all of the newness or the unknown is that you have been through these transitions before, meaning that you have gone from non-physical to physical. That is a transition. You've gone from physical to aging into a different mindset or body, or transitioning from different things that you have in your life, whether it be homes or cars or vacations or jobs or careers or people. And you see, the one constant that you have is that purpose of connection, the reason why you are here. And many of you have many different pages in your book of what the answer is. The answer is, I'm here because of that. I'm here because of this. This is my purpose. I choose this for my purpose now. And the different colorings and the different pictures and the different pages that you have transitioned from one to the next is the flow. And sometimes when you can't see what the next page is that's coming, you haven't created it yet or co-created it, and therefore it feels elusive to many of you. And we just want to remind you that you have transitioned many, many times in many lifetimes, and this is no different. It just perhaps feels somewhat looming because of where you are in your timeline on this planet, where you are in this moment of what you call your physical age that you are at the moment, and looking at the future differently. In other words, when you are young, you can look at the future as so far ahead. And when you get older in your body, you look at the future as not as elusive. In other words, it is coming fast and seemingly getting faster and faster. And the more that you slow down to observe and to enjoy the energy of life, it happens that way when you do get older. And you've heard this before, to slow down in order to speed up. And you've also experienced this. Oftentimes that is why physical things happen to you when you get older. It is in turn a way of reminding you to slow down the process of imagination, or slow down the process of creation, or slow down the process of transitioning from physical to non-physical again. And it is sort of, you're watching a movie and you're getting near the end and you don't want it to end. Therefore, many of you might want to rewind to start over, or maybe rewind just a little bit to let it keep playing. And many of you do not even know when the movie is over. And you look at time differently when you are in a 3D world and you have reached a certain age. And then you are confronted with the thought of, oh, well, there is not much future for me. There is not much time for me in this part of your life, meaning this is this physical body that you are now and what you know now. And what we suggest is to allow yourself to flow with that. In other words, instead of looking at there is not much time left, and you may not be feeling that or saying that consciously, but you can see how that can affect you when others are saying that around you and others are leaving the planet around you. And also many things come up in your body that remind you, oh, I'm physical and I need to slow down so that I can enjoy my life a little bit more and not push myself so far that I am in pain or that I get confronted with all the things that I cannot do now. And looking for and desiring perhaps a greater gift that you are being given now, which is being more present with what you are and what you have, and looking back at the legacy that you have left and that you will continue to leave, that you have impacted the world and impacted everyone around you, that you have, many of you say, made this place a little bit safer, a little bit warmer, a little bit more loved, a little bit more connected and healthy. And to know that all is well when you do decide to leave, that it will continue, and the energy that you have put forth into this moment will continue.